रब इश्रह ली सदरी वयस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली सदक़ल्लाहुल अज़ीम. Honorable Minister, Honorable Member Parliament, Your Worship, Honorable Senator, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, good evening. I am extremely pleased and privileged to be here. I did not prepare a written speech, so I am going to talk what I have in my heart. First, I was wondering when Your Worship, Honorable Member Parliament John McCallum, and the Honorable Minister, when they spoke, I was wondering whether they are Canadians or Pakistanis. And thank you very much, all of you, for speaking what I have been talking to my countrymen. Let's talk about the extremism and fanaticism in Pakistan. And I think most of you, I'll say majority of you, immigrated from Pakistan in late 90s or early 2000. Few of you might have immigrated before, but if you go back and see the Pakistan after 47 until I would say 1990, it was as peaceful as Canada is today. There was harmony, there was understanding, there was no intersectarian violence, no other kind of violence at all. What happened? Honorable guests, let me go back to a little bit of anthropology and the making of our nationalism or nationals in Pakistan. We belong to one of the most oldest civilization we called Indus Valley civilization, which according to Sir John Marshall, who excavated those Indus Valley civilization, he says and he puts it to be 10 to 12,000 old. And according to archaeology records, our civilization is one of those civilizations which created wheel, and it is said that the wheel is the best invention of the human being. Then, after 5,000 came the Gandhara civilization, and Madam Salma Taula Jan is also resident of that civilization. That was the civilization where Buddhism from Taxila spread out to entire Northeast Asia. Then came, at the turn of first millennium, the two travelers came to our region. One was Marco Polo and other was Ibn Battuta. Marco Polo came from east, northeast, Ibn Battuta came from west. But if you see their writings, if you see their travelogues, the one thing is common. They described Pakistan and the entire South Asian community, I would say Indian subcontinent at that time. As you would know, we have a large number of languages in India at that time, and large number of ethnicities, large number of different groups. They were surprised to see multiculturalism at that time, that all people, they live in peace and harmony. So while I say Canada is a great country, and we are very thankful to you for welcoming with open arms to our society, our people, but I would also say at the same time, you are also lucky to have ready-made multicultural people to Canada. They knew how to live in peace and harmony with different communities. We were discussing the reasons for rise of extremism in Pakistan. And if our memories are not very short, it's not very long, it's just 35 years back. when Soviet Union occupied Afghanistan. Pakistan had very tough decision to make. On the one side, we were assured by the Soviet Union that they were not cross over to Pakistan, and on the other side, our Western allies, Western friends, they were pressurizing us to initiate a befitting response to the invasion in a peaceful country like Afghanistan. We were also we condemned the Soviet occupation of Soviet Union. Although we sided with our Western friends, and then came the mercenaries in our homeland. Excellencies, Osama bin Laden, Ammar Zahrawi, Khalid Sheikh, they are not Pakistanis. Thousands of such mercenaries were brought to Pakistan. They were trained, they were armed. The rise of madrasas in Pakistan, at that time, madrasas were only, limited madrasas, and they were only giving limited teachings of the religion. Then there was a rise of madrasas in Pakistan. They were funded by the foreign countries. And Mujahideen at that time, when they used to land in Washington, they would straight away drive to White House. So that was the situation. And then soon after the Geneva Accord in February 1988, all our friends, they washed off their hands. They went back and left Pakistan to clean that linen. We had limited resources. If you see the record, Excellencies, before the Geneva Accord was signed, Pakistan humbly requested all our friends to please de-weaponize the region, because we do not have the capacity and the resources to do that. But we will not go into the details. But now, what the options do we have? What options do we have? Yes, there is a narrow-mindedness in Pakistan. Yes, there is a extremism in Pakistan. So what do we do? I would humbly request international community and our friends that let's join hands with Pakistan. Instead of criticizing Pakistan, join hands in Pakistan. Only one aspect where I would request you as well as our friends, help us to educate people in Pakistan. And in my personal view, if we succeed in educating Pakistani society, we will see again the decline in narrow-mindedness as well as in bigotry and lot of ills in Pakistan society. We are moving in that direction, but we need your support and we need your understanding. Ladies and gentlemen, there are various thoughts that I will share with you in Urdu, but the things that I want to highlight before my honorable guest about you. In my 28 years of diplomatic service, wherever I have gone, I have served, I describe my community in three adjectives that come to my mind. One, Pakistanis are extremely hardworking. Second, Pakistanis are bestowed and God Almighty are extremely intelligent. Third and the most, they are extremely warm-hearted. You would hardly find such kind of community in Canada. I would say I am.
Put that in there now.
By the grace of God, I'm grateful to Almighty Allah to represent such a great and caring community here, comprising of professionals, doctors, engineers, IT specialists, chartered accountants, and entrepreneurs, businessmen. According to recent study that we have conducted, the Canadians of Pakistan origin in Canada contribute more than $250 billion annually to Canadian community. Applause for you. Excellencies, more than that, what you heard from Mr. Tariq O Canada in Urdu, I think this is the biggest and the greatest contribution of my community to Canada. Your national languages, French and English, have these O Canada, but I could translate the wordings of Urdu O Canada into English, but the warmth and the spirit I cannot. Since I understand English, given